Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Gopinath, Gopinath. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanajari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Srivas Thakur Bhaktavinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we'll be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 8, verse 23 and 24. So we'll be reading verse 23. Mrinala Gaura Yatata Sesha Bhoga Paryanka Ekam Purusham Sayanam Panat Patra Yuta Murdharatna Dubir Hata Dvante Yugante Toi Mrinala Gaura Yatata Sesha Bhoga Paryanka Ekam Purusham Sayanam Panata Patra Yuta Murdharatna Dhubir hatadvanta yugante toi. Mrinala gaura yatata shesha bhoga. Paryanka ekam purusham sayanam. Panata patra yutamurda ratna. Dhubir hatadvanta yuganta toi. Mrinala, lotus flower. Gaura, white all over. Ayanta, gigantic. Seshabhoga, body of Seshanag. Paryanke, on the bed. Ekam, alone. Purusham, the Supreme Person. Sayanam, was lying. Fana tapatra, umbrella of a servanthood. Ayuta, bedecked with. Murdha, head. Ratna, jewels. Dhubir, by the rays. Hatadvanta, darkness dissipated. Yuga anta, devastation. Toi, in the water. Translation is as follows. Brahma could see that on the water there was a gigantic lotus-like white bedsheet. The body of Seshanaga, on which the personality of Godhead was lying alone. The whole atmosphere was illuminated by the rays of the jewels bedecking the hood of Seshanag. And that illumination dissipated all the darkness of those regions. The translation of verse number 24 is as follows. The luster of the transcendental body of the Lord mocked the beauty of the coral mountain. The coral mountain is very beautifully dressed by the evening sky, but the yellow dress of the Lord mocked its beauty. There is gold on the summit of the mountain, but the Lord's helmet, bedecked with jewels, mocked it. The mountain's waterfalls, herbs, etc., with the paroma of flowers, seem like garlands, but the Lord's gigantic body and his hands and legs, decorated with jewels, pearls, tulsi leaves, and flower garlands, mock the scene of the mountain. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The panoramic beauty of nature which strikes one with wonder, may be taken as a perverted reflection of the transcendental body of the Lord. One who is therefore attracted by the beauty of the Lord is no longer attracted by the beauty of material nature, although he does not minimize its beauty. In Bhagavad Gita 2.59, it is described that one who is attracted by Param, the Supreme, is no longer attracted by anything inferior. Om Agyanti Vinandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Tasmai Sri Gurve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadamikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yukata Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Sha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadabhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishaka Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopeksha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Taruvesha Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So thank you to all of yourself for coming for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. Once His Holiness Jayadatta Maharaj and Vijay Prabhu, they were walking in New York City. As they were walking, a police car comes and stops at this site. And the policeman, he opens his window and asks Jayadatta Maharaj that in order to become a Hare Krishna, what does one have to give up? What do you ask Jayadatta Maharaj? In order to become a Hare Krishna, what does one have to give up? And Jayadatta Maharaj is famous for his one word and one-liners. This is very famous all over ISKCON. Jayadatta Maharaj answers in one word. His one word is suffering. What? Jayadatta Maharaj says one has to just give up suffering in order to become a Hare Krishna, to join the Hare Krishna movement. So now in this sloka which we've read, these two slokas, there's glorification of the natural beauty of nature. But the glories of the Supreme Lord, Lord Krishna, is far above glories of anything. And in the purport, Prabhupada writes in the second verse, in the purport towards the end, Srila Prabhupada writes, in Bhagavad Gita, it is described that one who is attracted by Param, the Supreme, is no longer attracted by anything inferior. So, now, when our hearts are attracted by the Supreme Lord, then we no longer want to look for the inferior pleasures of this world. We don't want, because we are so fully satisfied within our heart. And a devotee's main concern is what? To serve the Lord. Because it is through this service to the Lord and the devotees that a devotee feels fully fulfilled within. He feels fully happy within. And when a devotee experiences this within, the happiness and fulfillment, he doesn't want to look for any pleasure outside. And he's so satisfied within himself. And to illustrate this example, there are many examples in the scripture where I'm like, you see the example of Yamunacharya. Yamunacharya, at one time, he was a big king. He had a big kingdom, big palace. He was surrounded by so much scope for sense gratification, for material enjoyment. And then, later on, he gave up all this up. He gave up all this up. And it is said, what is the highest pleasure in this material world? Sex pleasure. So Yamunacharya says that whenever any thought for sex pleasure comes, he feels very distasteful about it. And he curls his lips and he mentally spits at such thoughts. In disgust. Why? Because of his Krishna consciousness, because of his love for the Lord, for his devotion for the Lord. He's feeling so satisfied, so fulfilled within his heart that these inferior pleasures of this world have no meaning for him. No meaning. Another example you can take of Srila Narottam Das Thakur. Srila Narottam Das Thakur, he was a prince. But he gave up all that wealth, the material opulence, all this sense gratification, and he went to Vrindavan. He took the lifestyle of a sadhu, simple living, simple eating, stayed in small kutis. He gave all the material opulence. Why? Because through his bhakti, now he was experiencing such joy and fulfillment within his heart that he no longer needed to depend on external pleasures of this world. Then, the example of Srila Haridas Thakur. Srila Haridas Thakur, his Namacharya. Srila Haridas Thakur, once he was in the forest doing his Nam Seva. Then one famous, very beautiful prostitute who was sent by a very envious person came there and tried to allure Srila Haridas Thakur and make him fall down from his spiritual path. But Srila Haridas Thakur told this prostitute, okay, just wait for some time, wait for one more day. I've taken a vow to chant so many numbers every day. After I finish chanting those numbers of Lord's name, I will fulfill your desire. Then at the end of the first night, when the whole day was ending, Srila Haridas Thakur told this prostitute, I have not finished my vow. Maybe tomorrow I'll finish it, then I'll fulfill your desire. Next day also this happened. Next day also towards the end of the day, Srila Haridas Thakur told this prostitute, I have not finished my vow. Please tomorrow come, I'll finish my vow tomorrow and I'll fulfill your desire. Third day also, this prostitute was sitting in front of Srila Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur was doing 9 Nam Seva. Towards the end of the third day, towards the night, this prostitute surrendered to Srila Haridas Thakur and begged forgiveness and became a very sincere devotee. Now, Srila Haridas Thakur, for 3 days, this temptation was there, but this temptation of this inferior pleasure had no meaning for Srila Haridas Thakur. Why? Again, because Srila Haridas Thakur felt so much fulfilled and happy within his heart because of his bhakti that he need not look for pleasures elsewhere. Then, once His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj, he was asked a question that, Maharaj, if you are in the middle of a forest and if a very beautiful girl approached you and wanted to enjoy with you, how would you react? Then His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj gave a very nice answer. Maharaj said, say for example, if someone is having chappan bhog in front of him and he is enjoying that chappan bhog, and then someone comes in a small bowl bringing stool and says, will you like to have it? You'll be fully distasteful. You are having chappan bhog in front of you. You are enjoying all that. Someone comes with the stool, it's disgusting for you. So that person, he got his answer. He did Dandavat to Maharaj and left. So again, Krishna consciousness is so fulfilling that we need not look for pleasures elsewhere. Then, by Krishna's grace, with all these great souls who I have talked about, the type of happiness and satisfaction they felt within, we also can feel a glimpse of that satisfaction within our heart also. But why we are not experiencing that satisfaction, that happiness within our heart? One of the main reasons is that we are not surrendering to the Lord in a way which the Lord wants us to surrender. And Krishna explains in the Gita that, and in the scriptures, that I reciprocate with my devotees to the degree they reciprocate with me. Now, to the degree we move towards Krishna, in the same way Krishna moves towards us and helps us. Now, the thing is, whenever we talk of moving towards the Lord and reciprocation with the Lord, we are always waiting for the Lord to make the first step towards us. हम सोचते हैं हाँ अगर भगवान मेरे साथ ये करेंगे, ये भगवान, he gives me this, he does this big thing for me, or does this miracle for me, I'll have more faith, then I will surrender more to the Lord. No. The first step, we should not wait for the Lord to make. We should make that first step ourselves. The Lord is happy and fulfilled within Himself. He doesn't need our service to make Him happy. The Lord is doing us a favor by accepting our service. So, we should make the first step towards the Lord. And when we make this first step to the Lord also reciprocates and gives us that happiness and fulfillment within it. The Lord is not a sadist. The Lord is saying कि हमें हमेशा पहला step हमको ही करो, When we make that first step, the Lord also makes His first step to us and gives us that happiness and bliss. But yes, in a course of a Krishna conscious journey, when you are making that journey uphill towards the Lord, towards pure devotional service, there will be many occasions where there will be many challenges and obstacles which will be on our way. And it's expected that many times we'll have to make this first move towards the Lord. Not only once. Sometimes because we are Kalyug products, we feel, चलो एक बार तो भगवान के सामने एक बड़ा move किया ना, the Lord should now हमारा हमेशा के लिए हरि बोल कर दे, Not that way. See, Krishna consciousness is not very cheap. So on a journey, on a spiritual journey, we'll be expected many times to make this first move. And the Lord, whenever we make this first move, the Lord, He will keep on reciprocating and giving us this free sample, this happiness within, always on a journey towards Him. Then, in this reference to this, we can learn a lot from the gopis. You see the gopis example. The gopis, when Krishna played his flute in the night, the gopis, they were doing their household work, different types of household work. As they heard Krishna's flute, they just dropped everything and just left their home to meet Krishna. In the home, the in-laws of the gopis, they were trying to stop the gopis. No, you can't go, you can't go. You can't go in the middle of the night. You have to finish this work and all that. Nothing doing for the gopis. There was no stopping for the gopis. Gopis just left everything and went to the forest. Now, when the gopis were leaving, they knew that if I leave, there's no scope for me to come back. My in-laws, they're not going to accept me back in the house. They knew that. They took that big, bold step. They took that. And when they went, and they had just one thing. Why they went? They wanted to serve and please Lord Krishna. That was the only thing in the mind. And when they went, they served and pleased Krishna. Then later on, Krishna told them, now you go back home. The gopis were thinking, if you go back, how to go back home? I know we have left everything. In-laws, they'll never take us back. But Krishna told, just go back. And when the gopis went back, I'm like, it was, and they were taken back in the home. As if nothing had happened. The in-laws, nothing had happened. They were taken back. This is the miracle which Krishna did. But when the gopis left, they didn't think in mind, okay, chalo hum chalenge. Later Krishna will do some miracle and I'll be accepted back in my house. No. They took that risk. And Krishna reciprocated with them. The same way, of course, we cannot imitate the gopis. But in small way, we can try taking our baby steps whenever expected. And you'll see Krishna exchanging love with us. And see, when we talk of sincerity in spiritual life, when we talk of sincerity of the gopis, a sincere person never considers anything difficult or easy. A sincere person considers one thing, whether it is right or wrong. See, in the middle, say if a mother has a small child, if the mother is not well, and in the middle of the night, the child starts crying, and moving his hand like, the mother gets up, the mother's sleep opens up. Will the mother think, Arey, it's very difficult. I'm like, it's going to be difficult to take care of this child. जाने दो उसको, रोने दो, मैं अपना सब कोना में जाके सो जाता हूँ. No, the mother will not consider whether it is difficult or easy. Mother will get up, pick up that child, feed her, थोड़ा घुमाएंगे, and give a lot of love, give the child a lot of love and calm that child down. In spite of, in the middle of the night. So, in the same way, for a devotee, when it comes to service, a devotee does not look for whether it is easy or difficult. A devotee has only one thing in mind: service to Krishna. That is the only criteria. And however difficult the task may be, a devotee takes that service on himself. Regarding this, you can see Srila Prabhupada's example. Srila Prabhupada, you see, at the age of 70, went in the Jaludita, so many days, so many heart attacks, in the body, so many challenges. Srila Prabhupada never considered it, whether it is easy or difficult. Srila Prabhupada had just one thing in mind: service to Guru, pleasure to Guru, service to Krishna, pleasure of Krishna in mind. Just with that thought, Prabhupada did everything. I'm like, impossible things Prabhupada did. And when we have the sincerity in our heart to please Guru and Krishna, Krishna empowers us from within. And Krishna also gives us external help. A lot of times, if we have the sincerity, sometimes in our services we feel, oh God, I'm against a dead wall. How will I progress? Krishna internally and externally, from every angle, Krishna helps. Krishna provides help. In this regard, I would like to tell you a very nice story. This is in reference to Indradumna Maharaj, His Holiness Indradumna Maharaj. He is the senior sannyasa disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Many, many years back, he had gone to Brazil. And he had a deep desire to preach in the Amazon forest. And Amazon forest is a very, very big area. And no devotees had ever gone in the Amazon forest. There's a town called Manas, which is just close on the border of Amazon forest. So even the devotees there had not gone in the Amazon forest to preach. So Indradumna Maharaj once had come to this town of Manas, and he was talking to devotees, and he was expressing that I have a deep desire to go and preach in this Amazon forest, in the whole area. And the temple was very, had financial crisis, and they were struggling finance. So Indradumna Maharaj saw that the devotees, they cannot, sponsor a trip for me to go in the Amazon for many, many days and preach there. So one Sunday program, after the program, Kirtan was going on, and the devotees were dancing. So there was one very aristocratic lady who was very well dressed, and she was also dancing very nicely. So Indradumna Maharaj asked the temple president, who is that lady? So the temple president said, she is the governor's wife. The state of Amazon, the governor is Mr. Mendes. So this woman is this Mrs. Mendes, she's the governor's wife. So Indradumna Maharaj said, Acha, okay. So after the kirtan, Indradumna Maharaj, someone introduced her to this lady, and Maharaj started talking to her. So this lady, she was just coming to the temple, and she had read some Prabhupada's books. So Maharaj told her that, I have a deep desire to preach in the whole Amazon forest, and there are many, many villages there. And the devotees here, in fact, the devotees in this Manas temple had not gone out for 2.5 years out of that town. They had not gone for 2.5 years. So Indradumna Maharaj told this lady that, I have a desire to preach to the whole Amazon forest, and these devotees also, they need a break. So is there any way you can help? So this lady said, yeah, whatever help you want, I'll help you. So Indradumna Maharaj said, okay, can you provide us a jeep? Through this jeep, we'll go inside the jungle. So this lady said, 2 kilometers after this town, there's no road at all. You can't even, there's no road. How will you go with the jeep? So Indradumna Maharaj said, okay, can we fly into this area? This lady said, forget aeroplane flying, there's no airport, nothing, no helicopter, nothing. This lady said, there's only one way. If you have a very good boat, through that boat, strong good boat, you can go up the Amazon and preach. So Then this lady said, just give me some time, let me see what I can do. So after 2 days, this lady rings up the temple and asks for Indradumna Maharaj. So Indra Maharaj comes on the phone. This lady says, you please come to this boat dock immediately. I want to speak to you. So Indradumna Maharaj and some devotees go to this boat dock. And there were many small boats and and there was a very nice big boat at the corner. So Indradumna Maharaj and the devotees were thinking maybe this lady will arrange for some small boat of one of these small boats for us to be taken. So from the big boat, this governor's wife calls up to Indra Maharaj, Indra Maharaj, please come here, please come here. So Maharaj and the devotees go on this big boat, this big white boat. Then this governor's wife says that, I have arranged for this boat for you. This is actually my husband's boat. This is the governor's boat. It was a boat around 100 feet long. And it had, one story. And it was made of marble and chandeliers and all the opulence was there. So this lady told Maharaj that one of the rich Sikhs in this Arab countries, he's gifted this big boat to my husband, So I talked to my husband, and my husband said, for 1.5 months you can take it and use it. So I have got this boat for you to use and preach. Maharaj was very happy. Wow, finally my desire to preach in this Amazon wall is coming. But then Maharaj was thinking, for 6 weeks to go in the Amazon requires a lot of diesel, For 6 weeks, Maharaj was also tight on fundings, So Maharaj was thinking for 6 weeks, where to get money for the diesel? So Maharaj told this governor's wife, see, for 6 weeks, I'm going, how to finance for the petrol or diesel? Then that lady said, don't worry. She took out a wallet and she took out $100, $1,000 and $1,000 and gave to Maharaj. Said, this is enough for you for 6 weeks for your petrol, Maharaj was saying, wow, just see the way Krishna is helping him to fulfill his desire to preach in the Amazon. Then Maharaj was thinking, this lady is helping so much, I might as well ask her all the questions, whatever I have in my mind. So Maharaj told this governor's wife, for 6 weeks I have so many devotees and all that. So we don't know how to drive this boat, what to do about that. So this governor's wife said, don't worry, I've spoken to my husband. My husband has arranged 6 military people to come tomorrow itself and they will navigate this boat. They're expert in this Amazon river. Maharaj was very happy. Maharaj told this governor's wife, what about our food and prasad? Governor's wife said, don't worry, you come with me. And there were many rooms on that boat. So the governor's wife took Maharaj and the devotees to one big room and opened the room. There were many stacks of grains. This lady told Maharaj, there's 1 ton of grains here, rice, barley, corn, everything. It's for you, and you also have prasad, and you also feed prasad to the people on the way. Then she took Maharaj and the devotees to the kitchen, modern kitchen with all electric heating things. And then there was a walk-in cooler, walk-in, like हम लोग का घर पे एक छोटा फ्रिज होता है ना, उसमें हम सब पूरा स्टॉक कर रखते हैं. This lady took Maharaj to a walk-in cooler, like a big fridge where you can walk in. And we walked in, Maharaj saw it was stacked with milk, curd, cheese, right up to the ceiling. And this lady told Maharaj that I've stacked everything, you have enough food for 6 weeks, 6 weeks, you have no problem, Maharaj was very happy. Then Maharaj, they were all ready. The next day, this crew also came, the 6 military people to navigate the boat, and Maharaj was all set. Then Maharaj called the 6 crews, and told them, see, on this boat, we'll be having Gaurnitai deities, we'll be having Lakshmi Narsingh deities, and we'll be having Shaligram Shila. So on this boat, for 6 weeks, there'll be only vegetarian prasad, no non-veg. So the captain of the boat said, what are you talking? All my life, I've been eating non-veg, and for the last 20 years on this Amazon, I've been having fish. I'm not going to sail with you if I can't eat non-veg on the boat. And the other 6 people also said, yes, we are with the captain. If we can't eat fish or non-veg on this boat, we will not sail this boat at all. So Indradumna was feeling, God, I've reached to this level. I had such deep desire to preach Krishna consciousness in the whole Amazon jungle, and now this obstacle has come. So Maharaj was just praying to Guru and Krishna, please help me, I know I'm stuck, help me. So Indradumna thought, okay, let me ring up this governor's wife and tell her, I'm stuck with this obstacle, So Indradumna rang up the governor's wife and told, these 6 crew people, they said they are not going to remain vegetarian for 6 weeks now, and they're not going to sail the boat. Governor's wife said, what? They're saying they're not going to remain vegetarians for 6 weeks? Just wait. give me 20 minutes. I'm coming in 20 minutes there, And in 20 minutes time, this governor's wife, she comes in a jeep with all armed bodyguards, with carrying guns, And then when the captain and the crew see all the bodyguards and the governor's wife coming, they are a little scared, So the governor's wife comes with the bodyguards straight to the captain, And the governor's wife, she takes out a letter from her bag and gives it to the captain. And tells the captain, this is a letter from the governor for you. And this captain reads the letter. It is written by the governor that it is my order that you and all your 6 crews on this boat, for 6 weeks, you all have to remain vegetarian with the Hare Krishnas and go with the Hare Krishnas and eat whatever food they give, And it's my order to you, Now, such a big order from the big governor, the captain put his head down and told the devotee, yes, we will sail with you and we'll cook, we'll have whatever you give us, And then they went, And later on, these 6 crew people, they were so attached to the prasad, they were just waiting for the next meal, kab prasad mile. They got so much attached to the prasad. Now, why telling the story? The thing is, when we have a deep desire to serve Guru and Krishna, there will be obstacles, 100%. Material world means obstacles. Cakewalk is there only in the spiritual world. Material world means obstacles. So when we have, but when we have a genuine desire to please Guru and Krishna, Krishna will send help. He will give us strength within, and from outside also, Krishna will send help. But क्या होता है? Again, we are little Kaliyug products. There's some drawback in us. What? We want help too early at times, जैसे ही obstacle है, भगवान help कर दो, But the Lord, He knows us. He knows the situation better than us. He will send help. But when He feels at the right time. So sometimes we have to practice patience too. So, once a devotee made a very nice statement. One of my favorite statements. He made a statement, he said, never give up struggling. What statement? Never give up struggling. Very nice. I'm like, see, in this material world, if you see, everyone was struggling. The people in the outside world, they're struggling what? For material name, fame, for material gadgets, for material pleasures, for material circumstances, for material items. But what they're struggling for at the time of death, it will be taken away. But the devotee is struggling for Krishna. His struggles, if by chance he has not completed his, going back to Godhead's purification in this life, when he dies, his whatever advancement he has made goes along with him. But a person, whatever he struggles in the outside world, it gets finished at the time of death. So it's worth better struggling for Krishna. And what happens when we go through these struggles in a spiritual life, and we have the right attitude, it makes us more determined in a spiritual life. It makes us more determined in spiritual life. See, like I mentioned, struggles will always be there. You see Srila Prabhupada's life, so much struggle. Of course, Krishna, He puts pure devotees through this test for their glorification. Krishna puts us through our test for our purification, but Krishna puts pure devotees through tests for their glorification. You see Srila Prabhupada's life, so much tests, so many challenges. Once Srila Prabhupada was giving a lecture, in the initial days, he was sitting on the Vyasasana, it was a little big Vyasasana, he was alone sitting giving a lecture. In the middle of the lecture, one person stands up, comes and sits on the Vyasasana with Srila Prabhupada in the middle of the lecture. And he tells Srila Prabhupada, I also want to speak. Srila Prabhupada is facing the audience, this person also facing the audience. He tells Srila Prabhupada in the middle of the lecture, I want to speak, I want to say something. Srila Prabhupada tells him, okay, you can wait for some time. After the lecture, when there's question and answer, you can speak. So this person was quiet. And sitting with Srila Prabhupada on the Vyasasana, facing the audience. After some time, again this person tells Srila Prabhupada, I want to speak, I want to say something right now. He's ordering to Prabhupada. What? In the middle of the lecture. That I want to speak right now. You stop, I want to speak. Srila Prabhupada tells him, please wait. After the lecture, there'll be a question and answer, you can speak. So, no, I want to speak right now. So, Srila Prabhupada, and then the devotees are too shocked to know what to do, devotees. So, Srila Prabhupada picks up his kartans and starts doing kirtan, And Srila Prabhupada does kirtan for half an hour. And after half an hour, Prabhupada takes an apple, cuts it, and offers with a smile to this boy. And then this boy leaves. Once again, I'm like, just see what challenges, almost every day, not every day. I would say, Srila Prabhupada literally sometimes every hour he had a challenge in the initial ISKCON days, Once again, on another day, Srila Prabhupada, he was sitting and giving a lecture to a packed audience. And in the middle of the lecture, one fat girl gets up and shouts at Prabhupada, "What do you think about you? What you are saying? Who are you? What you are going to say now?" It was such a sudden and so much with hate and aggression. "Who are you? What do you have to say now?" And with so much anger and hate, devotees again were shocked to what to do. Then Prabhupada, Prabhupada just looked down, and Prabhupada, he was feeling very sad in his heart. And the devotees around Prabhupada, they could hear Prabhupada murmured something to himself. Prabhupada murmured to himself. He said I'll read you the exact thing. Where is that? Okay. Prabhupada said, "It is the darkest of the dark." And Prabhupada just murmured to himself. The devotees close could hear that. Prabhupada said, what? "It is the darkest of the dark." Just see a sadhu, a 70-year-old person has come to this place trying to go out of his way to help people for their happiness, to help other people. But this is the treatment he's getting. Prabhupada is saying the darkest of the dark. Yes, in Kali Yuga, things are darkest of the dark. But in spite of this darkest of the dark, there's supreme light. There's divine light. There's divine light because of the grace of the Vaishnavas. And through that divine light, there's still divine light and divine hope. Acharya said, just do two things. And we will go back to the spiritual world. What are those two things? Just chant sincerely the holy names and do not commit Vaishnava offense. I'm like, there's so much divine light, divine hope. Just by doing these two things, we can go back to the spiritual world. Then, once one of Srila Prabhupada's sannyasi disciples, he made a statement that this whole material existence is just a series of special effects to ultimately wake us up. I repeat, this whole material world, this whole material existence is just a series of special effects to ultimately wake us up. See, this world, this material world, acharyas say it is like a bridge. A bridge is meant what? For crossing from one area to another. So this material world is like a bridge to cross over from this material world to the spiritual world. But we, instead of crossing, we make a house on the bridge. Forget a house, we try to make a bungalow on the bridge. Not one bungalow, sometimes two, three bungalows, But, such foolishness we are doing. It's such foolishness. We just have to do the needful in this material world. We may be grahasthas or whatever, we maybe have a family to maintain everything, but we have to do the needful in this material world. But we have to keep Krishna number one in our life, not number two. We have to do the needful, keeping Krishna number one in life. If we keep Krishna number one in life, Krishna will also keep us number one Krishna also will keep us number one. Now, and another thing is that we should always, the thing is how to keep Krishna number one in our life. We have to be doing a sadhana very nicely. Especially we have to be reading Prabhupada books every day. Every day. Reading Prabhupada books, hearing such lectures every day. Why every day? We have a tendency to forget. We have a tendency to forget. If I asked you all, yesterday what you were doing this time, and if you all had come for Bhagavatam, it's very easy to remember. Yes, yesterday, this time I wasn't for the Bhagavatam class. But if I asked 24 hours back what you were doing, sometimes it's very difficult to remember, hey, 24 hours what we were doing. So every day we have to remind ourselves the teachings of Prabhupada, the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. In terms of this forgetfulness, once one patient, he had gone to a doctor. And he told the doctor, Dr. Saab, nowadays I forget a lot, Please give me some medicine. The doctor heard his case and doctor gave him 10 days medicine and told him, you take this medicine every day and come after 10 days. So this patient, he came after 10 days and told the doctor, Dr. Saab, that medicine which you gave me, I put it somewhere in the house and I forgot where I put it, So I don't know where I put it, so I have come to you, This is so just see, the point is, there are many reasons why we can forget. Especially in Kali Yuga, we have a very short memory. We have to be reading Prabhupada books every day. Prabhupada books, they are the most sweetest and the most sweetest of the sweetest jewels. They are our doors to the spiritual world. In reference to Prabhupada books, I will tell you a very nice story. This is in reference, there was many years back, we have this Padayatra, Padayatra India, where on the bullock cart, the devotees take deities, then they do kirtan, they do a lot of book distribution. So this Padayatra was approaching one small town near Allahabad. So as the Padayatra was approaching this small town near Allahabad, there's a devotee by the name of Parabhajan. He was narrating this story. So this devotee, he was in this Padayatra and with all the devotees, and they were nearing this small town in Allahabad. So what had happened, 6 years prior, this Padayatra had come to this village, to this town. And one person, he had bought one Gita. And this person, after reading Gita, he took a vow. He told all the villagers that I am not going to speak one more word till the Padayatra devotees can come back. I am going to take a mon word as long as till the ISKCON devotees again come back on the Padayatra. So now, after 6 years, this Padayatra was coming to this town. And words reached to this town that this Padayatra, 6 years back, they had come. They are again going to reach in few days. So all the people in the town were very happy and excited. Okay, at last, this person who had kept a Maun Vrat, he is going to start speaking, So the devotees, so the whole village, they were very excited about it. They made a big pandal to want to, welcome the devotees. They made a big pandal in the center of the village. And as the devotees came, the devotees were given a red carpet, welcome, a lot of garland, they were sprinkled with Ganga Jal, Mala Penaya gaya, red carpet, welcome they were given. And so as the devotees came, so finally, this person who was quiet, he was called on the stage. And now he is going to start speaking, finally after 6 years. So this person takes the mic and he starts speaking. And he gives a 4 hours fiery lecture on pure Krishna consciousness. Whatever he had read for 6 years from Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, 4 hours pure Krishna consciousness. He was speaking with so much conviction, so much determination, with so much knowledge that all the town people were wonderstruck. अरे पहले 6 साल पहले तो ये थोड़ा कुछ बोलता ही नहीं था. आज क्या हो गया इसको? But they were happy. The town people were very happy seeing this person and speaking so much pure Krishna consciousness. Even the Padayatra devotees were very happy. In fact, their faith also increased. When they saw this person speaking with so much faith, conviction, dedication, the devotees' faith also increased. And in the middle, when this person was speaking for 4 hours, in the middle on the stage, this person's mother was also there. So this mother in the middle took the mic and told all the audience, yes, we should take up to spiritual life. And in the middle, his mother said, my Guru is God. Okay, in the middle, suddenly his mother says, my Guru is God. So this devotee, he said, Mayavit philosophy. This devotee guy took the mic and in a very nice way, point by point, he defeated all the arguments of his mother. Nice way. So the mother was also wonderstruck. This guy has so nice philosophy and so systematically. The people in the audience were also wonderstruck. Whatever arguments and so nice way he's explaining everything and establishing that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All on the basis of Bhagavad Gita. So towards the end, everyone was clapping so much. They were not stopping clapping. They were clapping. They put so many malas on, all the devotees and to this Bonroth person also, And after the lecture, the devotees in hundreds they distributed books. Hundreds, Prabhupada's books got distributed, And so these devotees, they're wondering, just see that 6 years back, one Bhagavad Gita was distributed in this village. And because of that one Bhagavad Gita, because of that one Bhagavad Gita, one nice devotee was made. Mayavad philosophy was defeated. Hundreds of books of Srila Prabhupada was distributed, and the whole town was infused with Krishna consciousness. What? Just on the basis of one Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada books ki jai. So it is time, around 9:14. So it is time up. So if any devotees have any question or any comments. Okay, since there are no questions, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.